Albert Einstein once said, "Any man that can drive safely while kissing a pretty girl is simply not giving the kiss the attention it deserves." I believe what one of the world's renowned and influential physicists of all time was trying to say was, in order to achieve maximum safety while driving, there's a need for 100% concentration, focus, and absolute attention. So if you have your lover sitting right beside you in your vehicle, trying to get all cuddly and lovey-dovey, you should probably pull over and park conveniently, because there is no way you can concentrate explicitly on the road. In addition, studies show that as many as 10% of drivers on the road are on the phone at any given moment. The truth is, in a smallest second, an infinitesimal second of distraction, an accident could occur, and that is the reality of life. I'm Wayne Laregbe. Welcome to this mind-broadening episode of the most sought-after automobile and safety TV program, Auto Xpat, your guide to safety. On this episode, we're going neck deep in some interesting philosophies of life. Stay tuned.
Down on the beat, man.
Okay, I'm married Daniel. I'm a singer, a songwriter. My genre is Afro pop. I got 3 singles out right now. The first one, Plantain. The second one, Ocha, and the third one, Ngala. Also, for those who do not know, I am a 4.47 graduate of architecture. Hey, we'll be beans here. It was regular. I think it's just a regular thing. There's no, I wouldn't say it's hard or it was easy or whatever. It was just regular. I was just a regular boy growing up. You know, you just have to take buses to where you're going to, Okada, Kemawa, you know. The first car is a Honda Civic, my dad's car actually. With the Boram now, you know how they happen now. When you had to go out to chill with your friends, then you know they went to go to your chicken and you know you're just phone fresh for the girl. You know, just come out, you roll up like the car wasn't that fresh though, but you know, that's why you get moto. You know, me and my younger bro, we just roll up in Unilag, you know, just drive, go in the park place, we just chill, loud music, you know, the form fresh and all that. That was the first car we drove. I like big cars, I guess. Next up, I want to save money. I want to get money to buy a Titan. You know that Titan, that large one, yeah? I want to get that one. Probably fix those truck wheels on underneath it. I saw one nice one on the island one day, man. The tires were like this high. Truthfully, I'm not lying to you, this high. Then the car was like, you know how high the car was now. So I want to get that next. My water, the water for the radiator, because I experienced overheating one time. It was terrible. I was on the express and the car was overheating. I had to park one way. Man, people were just looking, you know. I just had to wear my shades, my cap, cover my face, call mechanic. Help me. So every time I leave the house, I gotta check my water, I check my oil, and that's about it. That's like the basic things I check. Yeah, my tires, so I check my tires too. I check my tires if they're okay, if they're not down a little bit, you know. My lights, I check them if they're working, because sometimes you may have some wire problems and all that, you know. And I think with that, I'm good to go. I always try to obey them because they're very, very necessary, you know. But every chance that I get, even if it's 12 midnight, when I'm driving and I see the lights, I try to stop, because you won't know when a car is coming on its own part is green and it's coming with full speed, and you think, okay, it's 1 a.m. at night and the guy's coming with full speed, and you go through because you're on red and you think it's night, you know. So sometimes you wake up in the morning, like you're trying to go out and you see some accidents that happen overnight. Those are the causes. So I try my best to obey traffic laws at every time that I can. I obey zebra crossings, so I do. When I'm approaching them, I try to slow down, I try to wait for the other cars behind me to slow down, because a lot of people don't actually know those things too. You know, if they see your red light, they don't want to stop. So I have to wind down and wave, like, you know, aurora for people at the back, so they could stop for pedestrians to cross over.
Records.
Well, I think a problem is a lot of people overlook traffic laws. You know, they just think it's there for some certain people, and if you think that way, then you're going to be having issues. You know, and impatience is also a problem. You know, everybody is trying to rush somewhere, but if it happens, you're not going to go nowhere. You know, I just think sometimes we just need to be more patient. When you see somebody popping his car head out to like take the other lane, no try rush, show him say you're on the right path. Let him go out. Do you understand? So I think a little bit of patience, you know, would drastically reduce accidents. And on the other side too, if we have better roads, because a lot of problems come out when you see potholes on the roads. Terrible roads, and you not actually know that there's a pothole in front of you, and you're coming in full speed, and you go into it, you know, and try to escape that hole and all. So I think if we have better roads, if we have street lights too, that would be better. And also the issue of receiving calls when you're driving, you're pinging or you're texting. I think that is a problem of the 21st century. It is heavy. It's hard for you to see a young person driving without holding his phone. You know, trying to ping, trying to receive a message and all. So I think to a level, if we could try to reduce the way we receive phone calls when we're driving, or if you have to, try to get a hands-free, you know, or Bluetooth connected to your speakers in the car. That would just make a lot of use, a lot of sense. Sure, it is. Insurance is very good. Like I said earlier on, I just think there's a lot of things that we overlook that are not necessary. You think it's not necessary, but when the time comes for it, you're like, wow, thank God I did that. So I think it's very necessary. Auto insurance is very necessary. It shouldn't be overlooked. You know, if you got a car, get it insured. The same way you have to get your license, your driver's license. It's very, very important. Yeah, it's my license, it's mine. Get yours. Prior to when I had mine, man, it was crazy. Trust me. I had issues where if I see the police, I'm trying to like dodge, like hey, they don't catch me. You know, right now I ride with full confidence because I know, yeah, I'm on the right path. So. Break of dawn, everybody come along. New sound is born, everybody sing along. Oh yeah, knock the drum, make you shake your body. And I like the way that you are feeling my song. Ngala, ah, ngala, eh, ngala, ah, ngala, eh, ngala. Yeah, you're tuned in and locked on to Auto Xpat, your guide to safety. Do not go nowhere. It's your humble Mario. Peace out.
Hey, what's up, people? Man, you call me Ox, Derek's Ragaton Jam Rock. Now you're watching Auto Xpat. Please don't change it.
Hi, welcome to Auto Guide. My name is Sam Olaolu Ademoye, aka Motorman Sam. Today we are going to talk basically about the cooling system. Cooling system, engines generally produce heat, waste heat, with heat we don't need, which actually, if uncontrolled, can actually cause serious problems for our very prized property. The best way to focus on this is to think about an engine that generates so much heat that can actually cause meltdown of materials, components and things like that. We have to control it. How do we do that? We put liquid into the cooling system. The liquid actually runs around the engine, and then we blow it as it goes into the radiator, and then that basically is the cooling system. But there's a bit of complexity there. Let's start out by saying that the engine has passages around it internally, what we call a water jacket. Within that, you have little passages where the water actually goes round, and then imagine that we have to force that water around. That brings you to what we call the water pump. The radiator is there basically to receive hot water. As the water comes into the radiator, you have a fan that pulls it down. It cools down and then it returns back to the engine, but to cool at this time, to pick up more heat and come round. It's a continuous process. Now in between that, you have parts like thermostat, you have the expansion tank, and you have the radiator cap. The gauge is one of the most important parts of the cooling system. This is the one that actually speaks, interfaces with the driver to let the driver know what the state of heat of the engine is. Let me come back to this particular car. Let me start off with the radiator cap. This little device here is very, very important. A lot of cars have gone into overheating because of this cap. It's there for a purpose. Consider this rubber here and that one there. What they basically do is to keep the cooling system as it runs under a particular pressure, and that is called atmospheric pressure. That stops the water from boiling. It brings the boiling point down to an extent. So that is very important. If you have a good look at it, there's always a rating written on it. In this case, this is 108 kPa, which is round about, say, about 0.9 bars or 1.1 bars, that kind of thing. So that is important. The next thing here is your expansion tank. The expansion tank just holds coolant as a reservoir. The interesting thing is the water can actually go from the reservoir and back into the radiator, but the radiator, the cooling system, is the only unit here that decides how that happens. Really and truly, you must not overfill the expansion tank. You have your fans as well. The fans are up here and they actually cool the radiator. They suck air from the outside and bring the air in. Cool air cools the radiator down, and then the water keeps going around. We did mention about heat. Now when you start the vehicle in the morning, it's very important that your engine reaches the optimum working temperature. The expansion tank must never be overfilled. Basically, you don't want to overfill it, because if you think about it this way, any moment you park your car and you find water underneath the car, it gives you a very, very bad idea that something may be wrong. If you top it to the right level, it will never go over that level. You will never get a leak, you will never get a wrong warning, and that's that. But then again, you must not underfill it. It has to be at a level where the radiator and the cooling system can actually work with it. You want it to be able to pick water up when it needs it, and you need it to be able to dump water when it needs it. So like we said before, if you overfill it and it needs to dump the coolant, it is a waste, and it gives you a false sense of security when you see coolant on the floor. Another important part to talk about, the gauge. The gauge actually works as an arch, a semicircle, a dial. Now, if your gauge, and in most cases, is in the middle point, everything is okay. You have cold and you have hot. In between that, we are okay. But the moment you start going into age, hot, that's when trouble starts. Keep an eye on the gauge. Yes, keep your eye on the road more, but keep an eye. A second to check at the gauge is just perfect. In my hand right here, we have a thermostat housing. This unit here actually holds the thermostat. A lot of times people come up and say, oh, take the thermostat, throw it away and all of that. The way we should look at it, this is, somebody designed this machine. They must have put this in here for a purpose. Now the purpose is this. When you start first time, morning, daytime, the engine is not at its optimum working temperature. This unit helps the engine to get to that temperature as quickly as possible. That actually helps in terms of how much fuel you actually use on the car. An engine at the right temperature runs a lot more fuel. So this is part of what the engine management system uses to control the use of fuel. You want to burn lean, you don't want to burn rich. This little thing here actually helps do that.
Welcome to Neighborhood on Auto Xpat. Today, as a group of companies, one of the subsidiary of Lashon is Lashon Links Business School. Now, why do we have to bring up a business school? That is human capacity development. We are into real estate, and we believe that we need to help people to also understand what it takes to have the funds to buy into your properties, or just like we have on Auto Xpat today, your comfortable vehicle. This school will help you factor how the funds can come. Now, what do we do in Lashon Business School? We have one of the special executive training, which is Lashon Business Entrepreneurship Program. The entrepreneurship program is basically for as many of you out there who want extra income or a way of getting more funds in order to meet up some ends meet like your real estate or automobiles. Now, what you need is this. You need information. Now, a lot of people don't know that there are a lot of opportunities out there. The opportunities you cannot attain, you will never get. I'm an example to this concept. I started Lashon Links Business School, or Lashon, as a company 4 years ago. And down the line now, I have 8 companies. People ask me, how did I get there? I have a farm, I have a business school, I have a real estate. My real estate, we have about 12 estates, including Ghana, Port Harcourt, Abuja, and every other places. Now, it's all about information. Now, how did I get here? One, you don't borrow money to do business. You raise funds through your various ideas. Business starts with idea. What is business? Making opportunity and meeting people's needs. That's all. And then profiting from it. Once you can get that, and that is what we're going to be telling you in our business school. A lot of people come in with various ideas and concepts. I need to borrow money. I want to develop a plan, for the bank to help me out. Fine and good. An entrepreneur start from the scratch. And when you understand this through our business school, I want to tell you, you will find out that information has given you the key to your success.
Lashon Links Business School presents the Real Estate Executive Program with a course outline that includes estate agency, professional practice in real estate, entrepreneurship in real estate marketing, real estate law and documentation process, and much more.
Date, every Saturday in the month of September, beginning from Saturday the 5th of September, 2015. Time, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Venue is Lashon Business School premises, Oak House, 31 Isheri Road, County Bus Stop, Agoda, Ogba, Lagos.
Registration fee is just 3,000 naira and tuition fee is 30,000 naira only. For inquiries, visit our website on www.lashon.com or call us on 0803 9733 800. The Lashon Business School, powered by Lashon Links Group of Companies.
We are looking at our comforts, especially when it has to do with your ride. How do I link this with the business school? If you have good cash, you will buy what you want. How do you get this cash? The business school is there. And there are other forms of investment. For example, many of you need to invest in real estate. A lot of people don't understand, the difference between stock, the real estate, or you talk about cash like fixed deposits. Do you understand? But I want to tell you, real estate is one of the investment that you would always find that keeps appreciating, irrespective of the economy or the challenges in terms of various factors that would have affected the sector. For example, I bought a land 4 years ago. Agbara was selling for 250,000 naira. Today we're selling a plot for 1.5 million. It's all about understanding it. Some of you've lost money in the real estate sector because you don't understand what it takes to know what are the things I need to take note of when I'm buying into the real estate sector. Documentation is all you're buying. You can't take the land. What you take away is your document. And you must understand the rudiment of the titles, right from the perimeter, the perimeter survey, from the land information certificate, to the layouts, to the COO or the governor consent, and so on. You must understand how this play in the landed properties, and that's all you're buying. I love posh cars. I love good cars. I love big jeeps because I drive into those bushes. An auxiliary car that can take me to where I had to go to. The same to you. Why do you buy what you buy? So you must be able to know if it's for the purpose of socialism, is for the purpose of business, and then for the purpose of people like us, the kind of terrain we work in. And that's why I'm introducing you to a business school, so that you have the fund to buy the kind of your vehicle. Alright, come the month of September, Lashon Business School is offering you Lashon's School of Real Estate. Now, at the School of Real Estate, you're learning everything about the estate business, investing and making more money to buy your cars and your other properties. Now, September, all the Saturdays in September, and I want to let you know that it's a crash program. So you're coming in from 10 to 4 p.m. And we have 8 lecturers, 2 out which are coming from University of Lagos, Estate Management Department. And then you're going to learn about documentation from a barrister emeritus in land law. And you're going to have all the different professionals in the real estate sector telling you how to start. And I'll also be there to tell you how you can start your business without a dime. I'm still your anchor, Dr. Larry Shoneko, on Neighborhood on Auto Xpat. Till I come your way, I'll leave this with you. Safe drive. Bye for now.
Thanks so much for staying with us on this episode of Auto Xpat. Where there's a will, there's a way. You have to make a conscious effort to stay safe while driving. Don't use your phones or mobile devices while driving. And if you must, connect your phone to a Bluetooth device. Recently, P-Square got involved in an accident along Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. And according to media reports, the trailer literally dragged the Range Rover for about 12 seconds. Okay? And then some other accidents happened along Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, where the bus driver collided with an oncoming truck. And it was actually believed that the driver was overspeeding. Now, most of the major causes of accidents are basically distraction, overspeeding, and careless driving on the part of the drivers. So I'm using this medium to appeal to all drivers and motorists alike to endeavor to remain safe, to remain safety conscious at all times and be sober. Don't drink, never drink while driving. I'm still your one and only host, Oyinlola Aregbe. Keep it this with me, same time next week, and keep watching Auto Xpat. It's your guide to safety. And remember, driving like there's no tomorrow is likely to produce that result. Drive safely. Always drive safely. In case you have been a witness to any accidents of any kind, please call on the numbers showing on your screen. You can text if you can't call, but reach out to us on the numbers showing on your screen. And have a fabulous day.